Hey peeps, welcome to Heart Talks. This is my spiritual tools for everyday intentional living series. And last week I talked about the healing that I had received and the messengers and the messages and all the things that were happening after this healing. And so because I was in observation mode from the beginning, I had asked for a healing. I had, so I knew that one was coming. And when my healer arrived, I really stepped back at this point and thought this is going to be a great opportunity for me to share the tools that I've been using during this healing, which this process is still going on. Okay, so today I'm sharing 4 tools. The first one is called, I need to pay attention to my thoughts. The second tool is called, let go of the story. The third one is called, this is no longer your story to tell. And the fourth one is called, just a minute, I take that back, I've changed. Okay, and these are the tools that I've been using in the days after this healing. Okay, so right after the healing, I talked about how I virtually physically felt the fear leaving my body. And there was a process then that I slept for a day and a half because every cell in my body had just let go. And I really felt like I had been run over by a truck, but I also felt light. Okay. What I noticed was another one of my healers called, and I had said to him, you know what? I just pressed the restart button and I really need to pay attention to my thoughts right now. I want to organize my thoughts so that I don't add any negative thoughts in, because I'm raw and I'm fresh and I'm new. And I really, really, really want to pay attention to my thoughts. So I made that my intention. I am paying attention to all of my thoughts. Okay, another tool is let go of the story. Now, there's this thing that I call broken record syndrome, when you are just telling the story over and over and over again. And I mean, I don't know why we tell it over and over again, as if the universe didn't hear it the first time we said it, but it gets perpetual and we just keep it going. And so now we're holding on to that vibration that we need to let go. That broken record syndrome only takes you to insanity. Okay, there's where you need to stop. Pay attention to your thoughts. Okay, you need to let go of the story you're telling, or you're not going to ever get out of that vibration. That vibration is holding you to that story. Are you ready to let go of it? Like me, I needed a healer. I asked for one to help me let go of the story. And those stories are, generally speaking, always in blame, always blaming somebody else. How can you ever fix something that you don't own? Okay, pay attention to those stories that you keep telling. There's an indication that you need to let go, that you need a healing. Okay, and then the next tool is called, this story is no longer yours to tell. And I'll tell you why I grabbed this tool, because I had several people contact me after I had done this show, and they could see that I was in this process. And they were asking me, because I didn't make it very, I didn't really personalize the story. You know, they're a little, curious as to what it was that I was healing from. And it was funny because I had, during that healing, I had let go of that story. And when they were asking me, I kept saying, well, you know, before the healing, I would have told it this way. They didn't do this. They didn't do that. They this, they that. Okay. But after I had received the healing, it was actually even hard to tell the story in any kind of present form, because even though I knew the words in my head, I no longer felt that story. I had no feelings about it. Okay. So essentially, you know, it was no longer my story to even tell. Once I had the healing and I let go, it was no longer my story to tell. Okay, because it's gone. Okay, and I remember right after the healing, and I felt all that emptiness, and I kind of started searching inward, like, okay, where did that go? And I'm like, wait a minute. Don't go searching for something that's not there. It's no longer your story to tell. Okay. These have been tools that I've been using for a long time. My very first column back in the early 90s, my early Heart Talks column, these were the things that I was sharing back then. And these tools are classics. They never get old. I use them all the time. And now with sharing this healing with you guys, I'm able to share these tools that I've been collecting and how I'm using them to process and continue this healing that I've had. I'm in a grateful mode. Gratitude is a tool. I'm so grateful that I have had this opportunity to share with all the people that got involved in this healing. Another one of the things, the tools that I have been using here is called I Take That Back, I've Changed. This is an extremely liberating tool to use. I know that since I've had this healing, I've had people come up and say, okay, should we get back to that project we were working on? And I'm like, yeah, okay. Wait a minute. I don't think I feel the same way about it. Okay. I feel different about it. Okay. Everything now, I can see how I used to see it through fear, through the lenses of fear. And now with that gone, I'm changing my mind about a lot of things. And it's liberating to be in a conversation and to catch myself speaking in the old way, having those old thoughts, and to stop mid-sentence and say, wait a minute, I take that back. I've changed. This is how I see it now. All right. When you do that, especially when you're talking with other people, it gives them a foundation or a freedom or a space to be honest with their thoughts or to realize that they've changed their minds about things. Okay, that's the thing that we kind of do in this spiritual network, is that, you know, we're able to share how we're using our tools, and we hold space for the freedom to be ourselves and to share our stories and to support each other in this network of healing that we're doing now. So if you are getting ready to go through, if that broken record syndrome is driving you insane and you need to stop, all right, find a healer if you need to. I had to, you know, I tried all other tools, but I needed someone to show me a tool that I'd already had. Okay, I needed that. And if you're going to go through a healing, get ready to change. Get ready to change your mind on a lot of things, because that's part of it. when you release that dark, you see things in a lighter way. That's why we keep doing this. That's why we keep letting go, because we're clear. We feel lighter. And of course, staying in the moment, staying in the now. This is how you can pay attention to those thoughts, catch them, change them. I've spent some time being in a meditation or organizing some thoughts. I'm catching some of the negative things, and I'm replacing them with a positive thing to say. I'm catching myself with old thoughts of fear, and without feeling them now, I can now change the words that I'm using. Okay, it's okay to change. That's what we're doing. So I hope to continue this healing experience that I'm having. I appreciate all of you out there who have reached out. A lot of the healers have reached out, because these are the things that we are sharing with everyone, and to have response like that, to share this healing with you has been a joy, and I will continue to pay attention to what tools I'm using and share with you again next week. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope this is helpful to you. From my heart to yours, namaste.